All right, we got the Vatrer golf cart battery. I'm gonna do a little review of this. Probably gonna be two parts. As you can see, doing some work on this golf cart right now. And it is my parents' golf cart. Basically what I did is I took the roof off already and put a solar panel up here. We'll be trying to run this thing and give some power to it at the same time. But in this video, we're just gonna be going over the Vatrer battery. It's gonna be the heart of the whole setup. This lithium iron phosphate battery, 105 amp hours, so about 5.376 watt hours of power in this thing. And this thing has Bluetooth capabilities, and it has an app, and it's just a nice looking battery. As you can see, we got an on off button here. We'll be able to make all our connections. You know, it's going to come with a few different things. It's going to come with the charger, you know, and all your connections. It's going to come with an LCD screen, you know, that you can put on your cart so you can see all your information if you don't want to look at the app, which, you know, I'll be using the app most of the time, but I'll probably put the screen on anyway. But in this video, we're just going to go ahead and open this up right quick so you can see the build quality. Then we'll put the lid back on, go ahead and install it. Just put it down in here, hook it up so we can take this thing for a ride and see how it does, to see if this battery right here is actually going to make the golf cart any faster. I know it's going to give it a lot more range, and just, you know, the battery's going to last a lot longer, of course. That's just a given. Then there's standard batteries that I just took out of here. And of course, after seeing this video, if you're interested, I have links to all this stuff. And of course, I have a discount code below, so you'll be able to save you a little money. All right, let's start taking some of these bolts or screws out. And of course, if you want to see more in-depth stuff on this battery, I'm not going to be getting all into the nitty-gritty, but Lithium Solar and Atom Delay, they both already have videos out on this. They just recently put out, so you can go check their videos out. They get down in the nitty-gritty. I'm gonna get down into the, let's see if this thing works, because I want to, you know, show you that you can do multiple things with this golf cart battery. Not only can you run your golf cart with it, but you can probably throw an inverter on this thing too and use it as backup power for your house. So if you want to have, you know, something that does a dual purpose, run your golf cart, and then for emergencies have a little backup power, this would definitely be a good option. See if I can leave them screws on the top without knocking them all off. Should be all I got to do is pull up. Bam. Ooh, man, that is nice in here. Let me pull my phone out so I can record with the phone some. All right, as you can see, this battery is nice looking on the inside for sure. I'm not taking this thing all apart, but Lithium Solar does do a really deep dive in this thing where he's breaking things down and things. I'm not doing that. I just want to get stuff and show people that it works. You know, we can show you the inside just to show you what kind of build quality they have. And right now the build quality is looking pretty good. And I think Lithium Solar said he did see one thing that he didn't like, where one cable was getting pulled a little tight when he pulled the board out down here, I think. But I'm not pulling the board out. I'm going to try to look down in here. Like, from my perspective, I can't see anything getting pulled down there real tight on those cables. And I think that's where it was at. So it's looking pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and put this lid back on and get this thing in and see how the golf cart runs with it. All right, let's see if we can get this battery in here. And this is gonna be temporary because I'm probably gonna have to make some kind of bracing to really stick this thing in there. But we'll see right now if I can get it to kind of lay in here towards the front, so I can do some testing just to drive it around. Let me go ahead and put this other wheel on first before I do anything. All right, I went on and put that wheel back on that it took off. Now let's see if we can lift this battery up and get it in here without messing any of the wires up. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to stick my foot in here. Let's see if that'll work. All right, let's see. Make sure I ain't smashing anything. I guess I'll throw a ratchet strap on here temporarily, keep it in place. Then I'll go ahead and hook the battery cables up. This how I got it, kind of got it jerry rigged in there right now, just for this test. Then I'm gonna go back and probably weld on some brackets or something to keep this thing in there. Just bought a welder so I can learn how to do that. And basically got the positive and negative main hooked up, and then the positive and the negative for the old Chargeverter hooked up, because that's what apparently makes the solenoid over here work. So let's go ahead and jump on this thing and see what it's gonna do. All right, let's see what we get on the grass here for amps. I got the app pulled up, it's 413, and let's go ahead and hit it on the grass and see what we got. So I definitely saw it over 100 amps. Of course, I don't want to be jumping anything over here in the grass, so I slowed down quick, but definitely over 100 amps. And we'll go ahead and do it on the road. We'll gas a little harder and a little longer. So now we're at the highway. No cars coming. Let's go ahead and gas it from the neighbors to my house real quick. 175 amps. So not bad, 175 amps. Let's go ahead and back it up a little bit. All right, let me check the battery, make sure it ain't going nowhere. Still looks like it's in place. Hadn't moved. Just from my little temporary kind of setup I got going on there. And this is what it looks like right now. Of course, I'm not completely done with it. Still got my drill on the back yet. Hopefully they don't fall off. But I stuck a solar panel right on the top, and I haven't got that hooked up yet. Probably do that in a part 2 video. This is just to make sure the battery is working. Everything is working like it's supposed to. And it seems to be doing that so far. So let's go ahead at 4:15. Let's pull the app back up and the information. Now let's go ahead, put this down just a little bit. Let's go ahead and gas it again. Let's see what it does amp wise and see how it's gonna do. 0 amps coming out right now. Let's hit it. Woo! I definitely heard the my drill bounce up and down back there. I saw that 115 amps. I don't know if it went any higher than that. Make sure my drill's still back here. Yep. Let's go ahead and throw this drill up here at my feet. Threw my phone back. Just push that back. Let's try this again. Let's try this on the road again. See what the amps go up to at 417. I don't know if I hit the gas as hard that time. I only saw it at about 90. Maybe it went a little higher than that. I just didn't see it. All right, let's do some speed tests real quick. I know y'all hadn't seen my face on this video a lot, but hey, hard to film myself and this at the same time, unless I break out a bunch of cameras. And it's been freezing. And right now it's warmed up a little bit, I think. I think it's might be in the 40s, I think. But the wind has been blowing like crazy. Let's see what kind of speed we can get to just in the grass. I probably won't hit it but about 3 or 4 seconds as a see. All right. It's like we got up to 15 miles an hour on the grass, and that was only hitting it for a couple of seconds. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be faster now with this lithium battery than it was before. So maybe what I do is drive down the road a little ways to see what I can get up to. Let's see here, 420. Showed about 16 miles an hour. All right, showed about 16 miles an hour. Probably have to do, you might have to change out the motor or something to make it a lot faster. You know, this is just whatever standard motor came in this golf cart, but this thing's gonna get a lot more range than it did before. And that's what matters, and this battery's gonna last pretty much forever. All right, so hey, 16 miles an hour, thing's gonna last for a while. Driving like that. Let's go back and see what kind of power we got. We're playing around with this thing for a while. So as you can see right here, I'll go ahead and pull it up on the screen. We got 96% state of charge remaining, and that's after doing a bunch of hard pulls, I guess, with this golf cart. And hey, only dropped down 4% because I did several of them before I ever started the camera. So, you know, this is something that you're going to be interested in. We got a lot more to do on this golf cart, because like I said, I'm going to take this solar panel here and going to run the MC4s down here and down the side down to the battery, and I got a charge controller I'm hooking it up to, and then hook that up to the battery so this thing will be able to charge basically on the go as you're using it. And then I still got to put the charger down in here. This was just a quick test to make sure everything was going to work before you get down and dirty and try to make everything right and pretty. You know, it's got it strapped down, so working good right now. Something you guys are interested in. Of course, I have this thing linked up down in the description, and I will also have it a discount code down there as well. So if you're interested, hey, go ahead and think about picking one of these things up. You know, you save yourself a lot of money over time switching over to lithium for your golf cart, because that is just the way to go. And this is my parents' golf cart. I might have said that earlier, I can't remember. So I told them, hey, we need to go ahead and make this happen. So Vatrer, they sent this thing out, and I said, hey, I know the perfect spot for it. I tell you what we're gonna do next in part 2 of this build series.